After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. Lamar now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Buys time, rolling right. Good strike downfield to Olave. And in a brilliant clear off to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives him the first.
Results in a first down.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know it's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to bring up first down. Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. It goes to the hurry-up offense here. From the gun, Jackson. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
McCaffrey on 3rd down. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. Putting a receiver in motion. They'll go. It's McCaffrey. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Dart starting with a pass here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, here's Dart. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt. Even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Has a man on target to Thornton. And they're going to be set up with a first down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Again for the first time to Rashad White. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Working quickly here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Darts out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kind of feel like we're watching a welcome to the NFL moment for this rookie quarterback. Hey, kid, yeah, the rush gets here a little bit faster at this level than it does the college game.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Flush down out to his left. This is cut downfield by Rice.
Fucking rice.
Inside the 30.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Headed out right. He can run it. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. These guys have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And these guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Tyquan Thornton. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line. First and 10 from the 32. Out of the gun, here's Jackson.
Oh my gosh.
It's intercepted. Picked up by Deontay Banks.
Jackson's pass intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Drive starts with a carry by White. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Here's start now. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that is good for a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First and 10 from the 32. Darts back to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Running on second with White. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
No gain on the play. It's third and 10.
Throw here, third down. Escapes out to the left. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
Harrison Butker
On to try the field goal. Harrison Butker from the left hash. This will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Motion man right is Smith. Throwing now on first down. It's Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw was looking for Mason Taylor. So second down coming up.
At the 35-yard line.
Throwing again is Lamar. Connects on the crosser. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Now Jackson on third down. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds.
A gain of 9 yards.
To the line and set. Here we go. First down.
First and 10 at the
Jackson yet again. Putting Olave on the slant. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's now second and 6. At the 47.
And again, it's Jackson. Finding Olave, back-to-back plays. And he's taken down at the 30. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs.
16 yards.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
He rolls to his right. It's on the end route. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's another first down. First and goal.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker.
Gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
Jackson has it, third and goal. Rolling out to his left. And the catch is made for the touchdown. You always tell me Bucket is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out the defense.
Oh, spot on, Kate. With some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
First and 10. It's a give to White. Winning their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Offense in the hurry up here.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
On play action with Dart.
36-yard line.
That's caught. Tucker Craft. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's 16 on the pickup. And that means first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
Big loss on the play brings up second down.
Back to throw. Here's Dart. Ooh, would have been connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
19 right. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Third and long for him here. Gets everything he has under this one. So a tough third down upcoming. We've reached our 2-minute.
What? I dropped it? Oh my God.
So fourth down, and out heads the steady leg of Thomas Morstead to punt. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Takes it in at the 26. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
First down and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Lamar now from the gun. Buying some time right. Ooh, look at this. Here he goes. Hit, and Jackson loses the ball. And he's fortunate to
Come the fuck on, man.
running as we count down to halftime.
I think that's one of those cases, Kate.
like, yo.
You know, it's not. It bounces in funny ways. And the defense there, it bounces the wrong way, right out of bounds.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Buying some time left. Hauled in by Olave, left side. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They'll throw 3rd and long.
What?
Gets it to the 15. He makes it in for the touchdown. These guys get some late points and the lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown.
I don't know what happened right there.
Good by Reichert. And his guys take a 4-point lead.
14. Our home team 10. Will Reichert kick off.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35.
5-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Throwing on first down. It's Dart. Completes this one to Kraft. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Here's first and 10 from the 47.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, here's Dart. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Darts out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. And goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Dart now. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This gets the 1st and more. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Dart. Getting out to his left. This one finds Thornton. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something, but go get that 1st down. They couldn't do it right there.
Dart gonna throw again. That'll be it. Clock shows 10 seconds left. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
79, Brock. Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Sticking to the air here. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. All set to go now from the 35. 2nd half begins here with a run by White. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Brought down back at the 32.
To throw, here's Dart. Completed to his running back. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Looking to throw. This is cut downfield by Rice. Running down the left side. And he will take this in. Touchdown. These guys take the lead right away in half number 2. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I can still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10.
First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Mason Taylor that time. So it's second down coming up. Throwing again is Lamar. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Lamar throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
5-yard pickup on the play.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. His finds hits target. That's Taylor. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. On first and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Second and manageable. He's throwing. Forced out to his right.
Never.
Made in the end zone. Touchdown. These guys start the second half with some needed points. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown.
He just held on to this shit.
He's reached the benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. That one right down the middle. And these guys tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This will end up as a touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. On first down, here's Dart. Throw complete to Thielen. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And they're going to have a first down now.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, White. Found some good space on that run, Brock. It's a gain of 8 in enemy territory.
The tackle made at the 44-yard
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Dart. Escape. In trouble now, and the ball is out. And it looks like they got it back. They did. Offense maintains possession.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line.
Now, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted.
Why you throwing like that, though?
And they bring him down after the
That was
big
nowhere
hit.
near
Decent
me.
return. He steps in front, picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed. It really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
Result is a first down.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Through the middle. And that is a touchdown. These guys make them pay for turning it over. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Record there to tack on the extra points. And his guys break that tie and now lead by 7.
Our home team, 21.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. All set to go now from the 35. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. On target to Thornton. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It'll still be just a one-score game when we resume play.
Hold it ready.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Here we go. Set.
From the gun, a run for White. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Set. 6. Hurt. 19 tight. 19 tight. Come 19. Come 19.
White running again on second. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
70, 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Go.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Ready. Forward. Cougar 19. 18. Pioneer.
Now darts going to the air. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. And it's as we expected, partner. The call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone.
Viking 18.
They'll run here following the penalty. He surges ahead for 5. Make it second down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Viking 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Buffalo 18.
the gun. Here's Dart. On the move, headed right. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
On the set.
Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3.
Set. Half the 6. 72. 19 tight. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? So after the false start penalty, they're left with 3rd and 8.
Set. Set go.
Quick one to the outside by Dot. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 7 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
Half the 6. Half the 6. Slam. Slam. 79 Broncos.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. These guys losing by 7. The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Set up. Cougar 19.
Desperation time here. He's got it. He has the touchdown. These guys now trail by just a point in the 4th. It's a Rashad White touchdown. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Lions on the return. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Real quick. We changed it.
2nd down.
Here he is to throw. Completes it downfield to Pearsall. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down. Motion the slot man right. Back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes off. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. But a short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
He'll look to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that gives him a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. Results in a 1st down.
Pressure coming, it's Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop that clock. So they could still win it with a field goal or a touchdown, Brock. It's going to be 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That's good for a couple of yards, and that gives him the first. Now Jackson off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. Ninth play to drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on third down. Now to throw. Headed out right. Making the call himself. And he breaks the tie. That should win him this game. Brock, touchdown. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys break that tie and now lead by 7. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out. So no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Throwing on first down. It starts. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. He's mine.
Darts out of the shotgun. Gets this one to White. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. All right, got a timeout here. Just 8 seconds remaining in our ball game.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. Like it. Sponge. Go. Dragon 60. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
Darts looking to throw. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's going to be second down.
Go. 70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19.
One final shot here. Need this to force overtime. It's intercepted. That will do it.
It ain't never just do that. What? What? Bro, what? Bro, I just cooked that whole shit. What the fuck, bro? That shit ain't never just happened at the zero. Bro, I don't think so. Wow.